Hello everyone, welcome to my third video lecture on partial differential equations. In this video, we shall learn about the formation of a partial differential equation by eliminating the arbitrary function. Here, we will be given with a relation, say phi, between the dependent variable x, independent variables x and y. There will be at least two independent variables x and y, along with some arbitrary function will be given. Say for example, a function f of x comma y will be given. Such type of relation will be given to us. So what will be that relation? That relation will have the dependent variable x, independent variable x and y, the dependent variable z, and the arbitrary function f, which connects the independent variables x and y. So such a relation in hand, we will be asked to find the partial differential equation. So again, what we need to do here, we have to call the given equation as equation number 1, and once again we have to go for differentiation of this with respect to x. So we have to differentiate one partially with respect to x, and we will get after that an equation number 2, and again we have to differentiate the given equation 1 with respect to y for the second time. So at the end of that step we will be getting equation number 3. Now our job is to eliminate the function involved, that is the arbitrary function f which was present in the given relation. That should be eliminated by making use of these three equations. So this is the principle of the formation of PDE by eliminating the arbitrary function. So now let us try to solve a couple of examples. Consider the first example. In this example, it is asked to form the PDE by eliminating the arbitrary function f from the relation given like this. So let us call this as equation number 1. We will start the solution. First we will call this equation as equation number 1. Now as per the principle, we have to differentiate. So when we differentiate 1, of course partially with respect to x, that gives us, on LHS it is dou z by dou x, whereas on RHS f is a function that should be differentiated first. So the differentiation of f will be f dash. Differentiation of f will be f dash of whatever bracket is there, the same thing. It was f of bracket x square plus y square. Its derivative will be f dash of same thing, that is bracket x square plus y square. Into the bracket we have to differentiate this quantity within the bracket. So the differentiation of this quantity will be 2x plus 0. So that is 2x plus 0. In the next step, let us denote this dou z by dou x as a symbol p. That notation we know, and this is 2x as it is, and this is f dash. At this moment we can ignore this argument. This we call it as an argument of the function that may be written, may not be written. So we will skip that up and we will keep f dash only, and let us call this as equation number 2. Now we have to go for differentiation of the given relation with respect to y, that is. So when we differentiate 1 with respect to y, the resultant equation will be dou z by dou y. From equation number 1, z is there, its derivative will be dou z by dou y equals to f differentiation is f dash, argument is x square plus y square, that bracket as it is, into differentiation of that argument, that is 2y, x square differentiation will be 0, y square differentiation will be 2y because differentiation is going on with respect to y. So this on simplification gives us the value of this is going to be q, that is equal to this 2y, let us write it in the beginning, this f dash, without writing this argument, we have written only f dash, and we are now calling it as equation number 3. Now our duty is to eliminate the function involved. It is very simple to eliminate f dash in between equations 2 and 3. How to eliminate f dash from equations 2 and 3? Simply by consider equation 2 divided by equation 3. That is, when we divide equation 2 by equation 3, the resulting equation will be P by Q on LHS. P, the LHS of equation 2, that is divided by LHS of equation 3, that is Q, and on RHS it is 2x f dash, the RHS of equation 2. The RHS of equation 3 is 2y f dash. In the next step, 2 cancel, f dash cancel. So therefore P by Q as it is on LHS, whereas on RHS it is x by y. So if we cross multiply, we will get Py equal to Qx. So we are going to get Py equal to Qx. In the next step, if we write it systematically, it looks like Py minus Qx equals to 0. So this is the required equation, that is the partial differential equation of first order we have formed from the given relation which was containing the arbitrary function f. So the formation of PDE by the elimination of arbitrary function is so easy. Now this completes the first problem. Let us go for the second example. So in the second example, it is asked to find the partial differential equation from the relation z equal to an arbitrary function of xy divided by z. So here f is a function which is having the argument xy by z. We have to eliminate the function f which is arbitrary, and we have to form the PDE. So let us solve the example. So first of all, call the given relation as equation number 1. The first step is to differentiate 1 with respect to x. So that implies on LHS it is dou z by dou x. On RHS, f differentiation is f dash. The argument as it is xy by z into the bracket differentiation of this quantity xy by z. So differentiation of xy by z can be performed by taking y outside, because y is a constant while differentiating with respect to x partially. Therefore that should be kept outside the differentiation, and x by z must be differentiated using the quotient rule. So keep the denominator z as it is. Differentiation of x with respect to x is 1, minus, keep the numerator x as it is. Differentiation of z is dou z by dou x, whole divided by the denominator square, that is z square. So this is the differentiation of the argument. Let us write this in a simple way by writing dou z by dou x equal to p, that is equal to, let us write this as f dash. We will skip up writing the argument. We don't want to write the argument directly into. So multiplied by, what is the resulting thing here? Y by z square. So that is y by z square into the bracket z minus x into dou z by dou x is p. So this much we are getting, and let us call this as equation number 2. Similarly, we have to differentiate 1 with respect to y. Differentiating 1 with respect to y, that implies dou z by dou y this time. When we differentiate z, it is dou z by dou y. On RHS, f differentiation is f dash. Argument remains as it is, xy by z, into differentiation of the argument, that is xy by z. In that case, x remains as a constant because we are differentiating with respect to y. So x has been taken outside. Now y by z differentiation using the quotient rule. keeping the denominator as it is, differentiation of y with respect to y is 1, minus keeping the numerator as it is, differentiation of the denominator is dou z by dou y, divided by the denominator square, that is z square. So this is the differentiation. Let us write it in a simple way by using the notation q for dou z by dou y, that is equal to f dash as it is without writing the argument. We are directly moving on to this bracket. We are writing it in a simple way, that is x by z square into the bracket z as it is minus y into q. So the value of dou z by dou y we are writing it as q. So let us call it as equation number 3. Now our duty is to eliminate f dash between equations 2 and 3. Very simple. Just like the previous example, we have to divide equation 2 by equation 3. So when we divide equation 2 by 3, we will be getting p by q on LHS, whereas on RHS, the RHS of equation 2 is f dash into y into bracket z minus xp divided by z square whole divided by the RHS of equation 3, that is f dash into x into bracket z minus yq in divided by z square. So this, after simplification, this f dash cancels, z square cancels. The remaining thing is y into bracket z minus xp divided by x into bracket z minus yq. So let us cross multiply. On LHS we are having p by q. If we cross multiply, this looks like p into x into bracket z minus yq equals to q into y into bracket z minus xp. Now it is very simple job. We have to multiply this thing within the bracket, and then we can cancel some of the terms, and at the end, if we simplify the terms, we will get the final answer in the form px minus qy equal to 0, and this is the required partial differential equation. So this completes the second example. Let us consider the third example. Here we are asked to form the partial differential equation from the relation z equal to f of xy plus g of x plus y, where f and g are the arbitrary functions. So here we are observing that there are two arbitrary functions f and g, but there are two independent variables x and y. The resulting partial differential equation will be of higher order. Therefore, here the resultant partial differential equation will not be of the first order, it will be of the higher order, that we shall see at the end. So let us begin the solution. First, let us call the given equation as equation number 1. First, differentiate the given equation 1 with respect to x partially. So when we differentiate equation 1 with respect to x partially, that means when we take dou by dou x of equation number 1, that implies, so we are differentiating 1 partially with respect to x. The meaning of this notation is equals to, that implies on LHS it is dou z by dou x, so simple, whereas on RHS f is a function whose derivative will be f dash, argument xy as it is, and the differentiation of the argument is differentiation of x is 1, y as it is, because we are differentiating with respect to x partially, plus come to this term, differentiation of z is g dash, argument is as it is, into argument differentiation is 1 plus 0. Now differentiation of x is 1, differentiation of y is 0. Now it is time to simplify the terms. So when we simplify, we will get dou z by dou x We will not write this as p at this point. We will write it later on. Let us keep it as it is. That is equal to this is y into f dash of we will take the argument also here because we have to go for one more differentiation process, plus this is only 1 into g dash means g dash of x plus y. So let us call it as equation number 2. Again, consider dou by dou y, that is partial differentiation of equation 1 with respect to y, partial differentiation of equation 1 with respect to y. That implies dou z by dou y on LHS, whereas on RHS, f differentiation is again f dash, argument xy as it is, into the argument differentiation is x into 1 because differentiation is with respect to y, plus differentiation of g is g dash of x plus y, that argument as it is, into the argument differentiation is 0 plus 1 because differentiation is with respect to y. So this on simplification gives us dou z by dou y equals x into f dash of xy plus g dash of xy. Now we can observe here our work will be easier to eliminate f dash and g dash. Between equations 2 and 3 we are observing g dash is here, g dash is here as well. Therefore, if we consider equation 2 minus equation 3, we can cancel g dash with this g dash. So therefore, let us consider equation 2 minus equation 3, and that implies on LHS it is dou z by dou x minus dou z by dou y. That is the LHS of equations 2 and 3 we have written directly first of all. And on RHS, let us write down the RHS of equation 2, that is x into f dash of xy plus g dash of x plus y, the RHS of equation 2, minus RHS of equation 3 is x into, sorry, I have made a mistake here. In equation 2 the multiple is y, please make a correction. This is the correction I am doing here, so that is coming over here, and here in this term it is x into f dash of x into y plus minus, because we are taking minus sign, minus g dash of x plus y. So it is very straightforward, g dash cancelled with g dash and f dash is common factor. So therefore dou z by dou x minus dou z by dou y equals to, after taking f dash common, we will be having y here, we will be having minus x here, and f dash is common with its argument x into y. So let us call it as equation number 4. And now we shall further differentiate equation number 4 with respect to x and y. Let us differentiate 4 with respect to x. So dou by dou x of equation 4 implies this is dou 2z by dou x2, dou 2z by dou x2, because already dou z by dou x is there. Once again, if we differentiate with respect to x, it is this much, minus differentiation of dou z by dou y with respect to x again gives us second order derivative, that is the mixed derivative, dou 2z by dou x dou y on LHS, whereas on RHS we have to apply the product rule. Keep the first function y minus x as it is. F dash differentiation will be f double dash, argument xy as it is. Then the argument differentiation is 1 into y, that is y here. So first function as it is, differentiation of the second, plus second function f dash of xy as it is, differentiation of the quantity, that is the first bracket with respect to x is 0 minus 1. So it is this much. Now if we simplify this, we are going to have y into bracket y minus x, y into bracket y minus x, f double dash. We can now skip up writing the argument. We can directly write down f double dash, minus here minus 1 into plus f dash is minus f dash, and let us skip up writing that argument. So call it as equation number 5. This much is the LHS here. And when we consider dou by dou y of equation number 4, that is we are differentiating equation 4 partially with respect to y. That implies this will give us the mixed derivative dou 2 z by dou y dou x this time, because it is already dou z by dou x there, minus here it is second order derivative of z with respect to y, that is dou 2 z by dou y2, and again the product rule, first function y minus x as it is, f dash differentiation is f double dash of xy as it is, into xy differentiation is x into 1 because differentiation is with respect to y this time, plus second function f dash of xy as it is, into the bracket differentiation of this is 1 minus 0 because the differentiation is with respect to y. Now this is equal to x can be taken here, x into bracket y minus x into f double dash minus, here it is plus f dash, that is, so it is equation number 6 if we call. Now again we are observing here between 5 and 6 it is easy to cancel f dash with minus f dash if we consider equation 5 plus equation 6. So when we call equation 5 plus equation 6, that implies at the same time we will make use of the notations. Dou 2 let us keep as it is at this moment. So this dou 2 z by dou x2, dou 2 z by dou x2 minus dou 2 z by dou x dou y, the LHS of equation 5 plus LHS of equation 6, that is dou 2 z by, we know that dou 2 z by dou y dou x is same as dou x dou y, so one can simply interchange the order here, minus this is dou 2 z by dou y2, the LHS of equations 5 and 6 we have written, and an RHS this plus this y into bracket y minus x into f double dash minus f dash, it is there, RHS of equation 5, plus RHS of equation 6 is x into y minus x into f double dash plus f dash. So we can cancel this with this, we can cancel minus f dash with plus f dash. So the resultant is, if we arrange the terms like this, the thing is going to be dou 2 z by dou x2 minus dou 2 z by dou y2 on LHS, whereas on RHS f double dash is common, and again y minus x bracket is common, so here y remains, here plus x remains. So if we take y minus x into bracket f double dash as a common factor, this thing if we take it as a common factor, y plus x remains within the bracket. So this is to be called as equation number 7 at this moment, because we have to eliminate f dash also. So in order to eliminate f dash, we will once again call back to equation number 1. We will call equation number 4 back, and from 4 we can have the value of f dash. Value of f dash is this divided by y minus x. So from 4, equation 4 implies that f dash of xy, argument we shall keep it as it is, that is equal to dou z by dou x minus dou z by dou y, this is in the numerator, divided by y minus x in the denominator. You look at equation 4, you will get the idea. So here we have to differentiate this with respect to x again, differentiating this with respect to x. When we differentiate this with respect to x, it implies on LHS f double dash we will be getting of xy into differentiation of this quantity will be simply y, again as we have done in the previous case, the same thing we are doing. Now on RHS we have to apply the quotient rule, keeping the denominator, that is y minus x as it is. Differentiation of the numerator is with respect to x, if we perform the differentiation, this is going to be dou 2 z by dou x2 minus dou 2 z by dou x dou y we can keep it as. So keeping the denominator as it is, differentiate from the numerator, minus numerator as it is, that is dou z by dou x minus dou z by dou y as it is. Differentiation of the denominator is 0 minus 1. So it is simply minus 1. The denominator is simply y minus x and the differentiation is with respect to x partially. So in the denominator we have to take denominator whole square. So we have applied the quotient rule and we have written this much. Now we shall use the notations and we shall simplify the terms. Y we shall transfer it to this side and we shall use the notations. So this implies f double dash as it is. We will not write the argument. Y will take it to this side. That is equal to y minus x as it is in the numerator, and this is dou 2z by dou x2. We know that the symbol for this is r, minus the symbol for this we know that it is s, minus the symbol for this is p, dou z by dou x is p, minus dou z by dou y is q. This minus makes this plus. So this much will be there in the numerator, divided by this y is coming with this y into bracket y minus x whole square. So the resultant of this in the simple way by making use of the notations is like this. Now we shall substitute this value into equation number 7. So what is equation number 7? Equation number 7 is here. Equation number 7 is here, in which we will substitute the value of f double dash this much. So that implies then equation number 7 implies, equation number 7, you please look at that. Equation number 7 is now implying dou 2z by dou x2 we have the notation r, minus dou 2z by dou y2 we have the notation t for that on LHS, whereas on RHS y plus x into bracket y minus x is to be kept as it is, y plus x into bracket y minus x into f double dash, whose value let us write it as y minus x into bracket r minus s plus p minus q as it is in the numerator, divided by y into bracket y minus x whole square. So this we have written over here. Now it is time to cancel y minus x, 1 y minus x from this and this, and then after simplification we have to do some simplification works, and that is going to give us, after simplification and rearrangement of the terms, we are going to get a partial differential equation of a second order, that is x into bracket y minus x into r. I request you people to do that simplification and rearrangement work. It is quite simple. Minus bracket y square minus x square into s plus y into bracket y minus x into t plus p minus q into bracket x plus y, that is equal to 0. So this is the second order partial differential equation, because r is dou 2z by dou x2, s is dou 2z by dou x dou y, t is dou 2z by dou y2. So and p and q are having their usual meaning, dou z by dou x, dou z by dou y. So this is a partial differential equation, particularly the second order partial differential equation. So in this way we are getting a second order partial differential equation if the number of arbitrary functions is more than or equal, if it is more than 1, we can say that if it is more than 1, then we will have the partial differential equation of higher order. So we have obtained in this case the second order PDE. So with this I will conclude. In the next video we shall consider one of the most important type of partial differential equations of first order, that is Lagrange linear partial differential equation. So thank you very much for watching this video. Thank you.